Hey there, podcast. Right now I feel like I'm in a bit of a crisis of meaning. Like I don't quite know where to go or who or what I am. I've spoken often here about the impact of trauma and neglect and abuse and, all of these things that happened in our pasts. People that have can resonate with my story, moving out of home at 16, father, an addict, chronic hoarder, schizophrenic, wasn't great in his household. I fled, I left, and I'm left with this legacy of what that did to me. I built up a mind frame, a mental state of who I didn't want to be, who I wasn't, who I wanted to run from, my father, right? But unfortunately that leaves me not knowing who or what to be myself. There's this idea of, a solid sense of self that I just don't quite resonate with. Even as I say these words, I feel my brain slipping into dissociation, into a feeling of unreality, into a feeling of lack. It's like my brain doesn't want to be here. It wants to pretend that nothing exists. It wants to skip off into a fantasy land. But the thing is I know that the world is real, and when I check back into it, I have panic attacks because it's like, oh my God, you've let everything go. Everything's fallen away. I'm struggling right now to deal with the changes that have occurred in my life. I lost my job through no fault of my own. I moved house, changed cars, had to take my boy out of school, changing schools or whatnot. There's a lot going on, and those changes are hard to sit with and resonate, particularly for someone in my situation who struggles to ground himself in the reality of the situation. It's like, well, who and what am I? I struggle to know, because who and what I am oftentimes is, determined based on the activities that I'm doing. But if those activities that I'm doing change, if the location I'm in changes, then I sort of just feel lost in this space of tumult, and it's hard to find a solid base. I keep circling around this space. It's like I want to know who or what I am. I get upset with those around me because how they act and what they do is not in line with how I wish they acted and what they did. But the problem is no matter what people do, they'll never do the thing that I want them to do. The world is never as I want it to be. And if I keep stepping outside of reality, it becomes hard to manage. And like, I just think of the mess that I'm projecting here with this podcast. Like, what am I even saying to you right now? I'm saying that I'm struggling to find myself. I'm saying that I'm struggling to know myself. I'm saying that I'm bouncing between reality, but in reality right now, all I'm doing is talking to myself in front of my computer. I don't know if anyone's going to listen to this. I don't know if anyone's going to care. So I'm just sort of sitting here on my own, neglecting life. But the problem is that I don't know where I want to be going, and I don't know who I am to be going down that path that I don't know what to go down. I try and sit with myself, meditate, get into that moment, become present. But I bounce off. I bounce into some other space or place, and it's hard. It's hard to know where or who or what. I've set goals, but those goals no longer feel relevant. Those goals no longer feel important. I struggle with depression. I struggle with complex trauma, and it sort of shoots up multi-headed hydras that offer different problems to me at different times. You cut down one, another one pops up. And I think I've just realized that depression is the one that's popped up. Over the time I've dealt with these things, and it's popped up as anxiety, it's popped up as OCD-based tendencies and eating issues and body issues and identity issues and all of these things. And right now it's depression. Depression has popped up, and I just don't see the fucking point. It's like everything just sort of falls into this malaise of confusion, and I don't quite know what to do with that space. Like, who or what am I in this world? I don't know. And I don't know where to go with any of this, because I guess I sort of like find myself in the moment, like in this moment, questioning the logic of what I'm doing here. Why am I even saying these words to you? What's the point? What's the driving force here other than an innate desire to express to you something, anything? I use this space often as a sort of an audio journal of sorts, and I guess that's what I'm using it for now, is to express something that I can't quite latch onto. Me in this moment right now, desperately trying to sort of hang on to this space whilst the wind in the world pulls it away from me. Do I sound like a raving lunatic? Do I sound like someone that's insane? Or do I sound like someone that's fighting his inner demons, trying his best to maintain some semblance of sanity, despite his brain pushing to become mush to something else? Dissociation is wild. I can be in the moment with someone and just not be present, not be there, not be feeling like I am real, not be feeling like I exist. I don't know this space or this place. My brain drifts. It drifts into the past, drifts into the future. It ruminates, it worries, it's... I wish I could just simply sit and be and just be present in this moment and just embrace the moment for what it is, but I so often struggle to just be here now. It's so hard for me to just be here now in this moment right now. Because what would that mean? What would it mean to be here now in this moment? I don't know. I've been dealing with panic attacks recently, and it's like I just fall off this abyss in my mind, and it takes me the whole day, if not longer, to come back from it. And I don't know what I'm doing. I said in a post recently that I'd love to be able to be this infinitely positive person that can project, confidence to the world, that can be someone more than what I am, but all I can be is me. And who I am right now is not well. But what does that give the world? I don't know. All I can do is project my truth, and my truth in this moment right now is one of scattiness, is one of dissociation, is one of depression and anxiety and just uncertainty. What am I aiming for? What is my goal? What am I moving towards? I don't know. I've got things that I'm doing. I'm doing university, I'm doing martial arts, I'm doing a whole variety of things, but it's, I don't know, maybe I've just been led to believe that life should feel like more than just this. And then I look and I've got infinite blessings in my life. My family is happy and healthy, in spite of me. And yet I can't feel it. I can't feel that joy, or if I do feel it, it's so far below the levels of anxiety and depression and worry and all of these issues that it doesn't land, and I can't sit with it and enjoy that space. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll leave this here, and I want to share with you a poem from my most recent poetry collection, A Requiem for What Could Have Been. I'll share that with you now. I'll find one that resonates with my current mood, because I come in and out of this mood often, I guess. Anyway, enjoy the poem, and I'll put a link in the bio. You can grab a copy if you like. Catch ya. For as long as I have eyes, I dream of flowing lines, of black and red reeds painted upon canvas, dripped into life, pulled forth from my mind, the perfect representation, the chaos of a moment, captured for eternity, or at least for as long as I have eyes to see what I've made. But that vision is just as much of a lie as these words upon a page, for they were never written, merely typed. A digital expression of an analog problem. I am of two ages, an alien in both worlds. None his own, none his home, none he wants to return to, none he wants to live through. I act and then think. I act and then justify those actions. A post hoc self-hypnosis to avoid dissonance. A way to persist. A way to function. But to what end? The answer comes calling out, "Daddy, let me show you something." So that was a poem from the book, A Requiem for What Could Have Been. You can grab a copy now by the link in the show notes. Catch ya.